Hello, guys. Welcome back. I'm getting ready for the barrage of downvotes. I can hear them coming, and I can hear the unsubs now. Okay, so I went out so much today that I know I'm back in sync with the old man. Long story short, went out. Remember, he walked me out to the gas station to the DQ. It was a farewell to going out. And then I thought, why don't I go visit my friend? Because she's going to be gone, and once she's gone, she's gone. I mean, I could call her on the phone if she gives me a number. I don't know yet. But, you know how some people are. They pull roots and don't want to see you anymore. Um, I might as well go take advantage of the time while she's here. And I called her. I said, "Are you having the flea market thing?" She says, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, come up." I go up. I spend over an hour there. We have some drinks together. Don't get excited. I had iced tea. And I had told the old man, I said, "You know what? I will try heathen, but you really have to give me, I know it sounds obnoxious." I said, "But I need a lot of signs. I need a lot of signs just so I know I'm going to be," as Njord keeps putting it, Njord said, "You're going to sell back into your home port sometime." I said, "Just so you know." And I said, "If you can give me a sign up there, knowing this is a good Catholic woman, if you can give me a sign, something I can buy, something physical I can bring home, um, I will try the heathen thing again." Do you know I now have a bear Nutcracker that has one eye? And I'm taking a look at him like, the hell does he have one eye for? Damn it, the old man's good. He's holding the staff and he's dressed in a tuxedo, so I'm like, that is the old man. Well played. And I got a big bunch of bells for Freyr, and Freyr's absolutely delighted, so they're on the front door. And, I'm feeling kind of giddy, so I stayed there over an hour and I had some peach tea and she's having her drink and we're just, we're shooting the breeze and I eventually left because her phone rang. And I'm coming home and I'm not shitting you. I'm inland, okay? There are sandpipers. And I'm like, no. No way, two of them. So, a pair. And I'm like, okay. And then I am not shitting you guys. There's a seagull up in the sky. And I remember what Njord said about selling back into my home port. And I'm like, I'm coming home and a pair of, they had to be mated birds fly over to this corner where they used to have a nest. And I'm like, okay, this is really, I'm not flattering myself. This is an hallucination. This is, you asked for a sign. I want this from you. I've been asking you for years. Here's your sign. You will be taken care of. You are welcome back. And it just put me in such a good mood that I said, I'm going to keep my word of honor. So I went back up to the gas station. So I'm going out a third time. And I got the two kinds of stew that they had left. Some stew had sold out, but by the time I got back here, and I mixed them together, threw a little soy sauce and onion in it, and I prayed to Loki that comes out good, and cooking that off for the old man. It's the one thing he loves in this role with me. Other people, apparently, he has very expensive taste, and he gets steak and everything else. With me, he's content with stew, so, and I'm thankful for that. And it can be the canned variety, as long as we, make it palatable, he's happy. And it feels good to have him home. It does. We can just have our fights. As Njord said, he says, "You two deliberately provoke each other because you enjoy the sea battles." He said, "You know those commercials that pop up for you from Epic Games, of those sea battles?" He said, "Why do you think that happens? You two love to have your naval battles and sink each other's ship and dance around in victory. And then the other one's just sitting there sulking because they got their battleship sank." He said, "You two love to fight. You actually enjoy it. Only sometimes you forget and you become bitter rivals." He said, "You two love to fight. Loki and I love to fight. Loki will say nasty things to me. At random. It's just sometimes you're his rival." Okay, that is astute. 1 second, please. Okay, hey, Loki's back here. Yeah, Loki. Yeah, Loki. It's been a long day. Loki's back here. Show him the bear. Show him the bear. I said maybe someday. But Loki, sometimes he's your rival. He's your competition. He's gonna push you, and everything. And I was so out of it. I went into VR earlier before all this walking to think, and I went into that driving game I've showed you guys. And I didn't realize, but it had set itself to 9 laps, 9 in the old man's. So, and the thing was, I got to at least the ninth lap because I got a lot more aggressive, and I was just doing donuts, picking up all the gas icons, and if everybody else lost gas, that wasn't my problem. So it was good, and Odin loved it. He adored being with my friend because he loves information. He was absolutely enraptured, and she also drew a wolf. She painted a wolf, and it's been up, and I asked her about it, and he's absolutely enraptured. I got a one-eyed bear from from um from her. She didn't give it to me about it, and about the bills, and there was the wolf. So the only thing missing was the raven, and I heard a crow on the way home one of these times when I was walking. I'm like, okay, old man, okay. Loki's happy. Loki says this is really where you belong, and they've all been lecturing me. They said, there's so many Norse gods. There's many. There's Sol. There's hundreds of, if not thousands of Norse gods. You could just go find lists of Norse gods that we know absolutely nothing about. He says, you want to explore this. Look how many gods you have. I said, okay. So we're going to try. I don't know how far I'll make it. I'm not going to be the kind of heathen that will have anything to do with other heathens. Just like I'm not the kind of Lokean that, is groupish. I'm combustible, and I know that. Look, he got that's about right. And I'm an argumentative bastard sometimes. I can't help it, but it comes from our surname in our family used to be family surname, and then battling, so people in my family love to fight. It's just in our nature. It's eccentric. I think that's why Odin and I click, because we will squabble over everything. Sometimes it's a friendly debate, and sometimes it's a squabble. Like we were yelling back and forth about he was never allowed to take my mother anywhere. And I have no idea why we had that stupid fight, but we did. We do love each other. We do. It's just, we'll take out our frustrations on each other because that's what we do. Um, and Loki and I are the same way. We love each other very dearly, but we'll take out our frustrations on each other because we have a trust there. I know if we have a fight, we'll make up. Well, every time it seems like we won't, and it's finally the end, but we do. We're blessed. So it was like Njord or maybe Aesir saying welcome home and, welcome back to port. Njord kept telling me, he says, you're coming back to port. He says, you're coming back to your home port because this is where you belong. He says, nothing else is working because it's not meant to work for you. He says, once you come back to home port, everything will work for you. And I said, but I'm never consistent enough. I'm never in port long enough to get anything done. He says, well, just come back again, try again, see how it goes. They're not the worst group of gods, and I have reached a point in my life where I do want stability, I do want calm, and Loki will give enough hijinks and madness, and so will the old man. And I want to have it calm, and I really do want to be working with one group of gods. And since we really don't have a god per se of gambling from the old Norse tales, though Loki likes to make bets, he likes to run his mouth. Maybe Loki will be running a gambling hole. I heard, please! Okay, Loki got a gambling hole. There you go. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try. That's all I can promise you guys. We're gonna try. It feels better this time. I don't feel like I'm being drug in. And Odin said, you're only gonna change tags if I ever change tags, or only gonna talk about this openly, when it's for sure and for certain. He doesn't want to drag me in fighting because he knows I'll run away the moment he turns his back. And he's like, no, the door's open. If you want to come in, you can come in. But, nobody's waiting with a net to get me or anything else. Look, he's like, don't remind me. So, it's gonna be okay, I think. The old man, he's combative, and he will put his people through hell on earth. So will Loki. Loki will make you think he straight up hates you and he's out to ruin your life. It's the way that they sometimes heal their people. And it's getting better. I did not sleep like a baby last night, but I at least woke up knowing that I had protection with me, and that's the main thing. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. The bear is really cute. He's dressed. He reminded her of the Shriners. There's no like big backstory. She just bought him at a store, but with the one eye, I'm like, it had to be from the old man. It's not just coincidence. I know people, especially if I put that up on Reddit, there'd be people writing nasty shit, but I'm like, I've worked with the old man too long. I know when he wants your attention. I know when he will be generous and drop a lot of hints at your feet when he's in the mood. He can be very generous. So, we'll see. I'll have to probably make a new rune set eventually, but I didn't like that first set I made because they were all like different shapes and everything. So, and they were only made out of cardboard. It's still going to be cardboard this time. I was actually up there to hunt for something other than cardboard, and I totally forgot. But ideally, I want to get something like maybe like little tiny discs that I can just like either um burn them with my wood burner calligraphy thing, or just use marker. You can do that on wood too. So we'll see. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna go dig into some stew. So I will see you later. Bye bye.